A new controversy has reignited that American obsession. Which way is the right way to parent? With Mother's Day approaching, something called attachment parenting is causing a major uproar as Time magazine releases a cover showing a young mother breastfeeding her nearly 4-year-old son. So, is there really anything wrong with this, or are these people onto something? ABC's Juju Chang met with Time's cover model to see what all the fuss is about.
It's the Time magazine cover that has everyone talking.
Well, that boy is like 32 years old.
Self-sufficient and independent.
It is pretty hard to miss the cover of Time magazine right now.
He says sometimes I want that booby.
Jamie Grumet is the 26-year-old cover girl, seen here nursing her almost 4-year-old son Aram, which begs the question, how old is too old to nurse?
What do you call nursing?
Nursing.
Nursing? You know, there are a lot of people who say if a kid can ask for milk, he's too old for breast milk.
I know. That's a cultural thing. I don't know who came up with that, but it has no biological reasoning behind it at all.
You said people have threatened to call Child Protective Services. They call it sexual molestation.
I think it's a lot of ignorance. And so it's really hard to get mad at that. They're mammary glands. And this is what they were designed for. And there's nothing sexual any more than any other part of the body.
Grumet is a stay-at-home mom in LA. Her older son Samuel was adopted from Ethiopia as a toddler, and she nursed him too.
When do you like to nurse?
When it's nap time and when it's bedtime.
Attachment parents believe in sharing a family bed, being hyper-attentive to their baby's cries, and nursing on demand until kids wean themselves. She herself nursed until the age of 6.
What memories do you have of it?
I just remember sitting on a couch with my mom breastfeeding, and it feels like the most safe and nurturing place, and you feel completely loved. And that's the kind of feeling I remember from it. It's like a full comfort.
And since you weaned at 6, for you 4 is perfectly normal.
Exactly, it's totally normal. And I was on, the older age of that spectrum of what's considered normal human weaning, but I felt so confident, and my mom let me do what was right for me.
36-year-old Jessica Carey from Brooklyn also took part in the photo shoot, breastfeeding her daughter Olive, who turns 3 next month.
I think it's really kind of confusing to me about the reaction to this cover. Take a look at any entertainment or celebrity magazine. There's definitely a lot more cleavage.
Carey has no plans to wean anytime soon.
I breastfeed her in the park. I breastfeed her on airplanes and airports, on trains.
You want to have a little bit?
Though breastfeeding rates are growing, less than 24% of moms nurse their 1-year-olds, something the American Academy of Pediatrics recommends. The World Health Organization extends that to 2 years and beyond. But most pediatricians see little nutritional value beyond that and question the emotional value of it.
If I see a child who's still breastfeeding at age 3, I want to know why. Are they doing it for the child, or are they doing it for the mom?
ABC's Dr. Richard Besser is a pediatrician by training who believes that breastfeeding for years upon years could hamper a child's development.
You can see sometimes over-attachment from a mother and a child, and an unwillingness to let that child separate and become their own person.
How long do you plan on nursing?
I'm hoping, he's already starting to self-wean, so I'm gonna guess 4, sometime in his 4s.
I love your 6-inch heels.
Oh, thank you. I know, I'm normal, and we do shave our armpits, the attachment parenting people, so we're not that crazy as we seem.
But with a headline that reads, "Are you mom enough?" the story seems to be pitting moms who are able to breastfeed and attach themselves to their kids around the clock against those who can't.
I think a lot of the attacks are like, well, it's easy for you to say you're a stay-at-home mom, I have to work, or I'm a single mom and I don't have that option of doing it the way that you do.
Right. And so and I'm never saying, this is for everybody, but it should be something that's accepted by everyone. And I really think we need to be encouraging to one another. And, if a mom can't do that, we need to support her for doing what she is doing right for her own family.
So why go on the cover of a national magazine like this?
The statement I wanted to make was that, this is a normal option for your child, and it should not be stigmatized.
Time magazine's controversial toddler breastfeeding cover is...
Kate Picker wrote the cover story.
We knew that this was really going to spark a debate, and actually on our website we have all kinds of people weighing in, from feminists to people who study the science of attachment parenting and dads, talking about the issue.
Each of the women profiled considered the fallout of these images.
The other tenor of the reaction that I've seen is, you're screwing up your kid. Like, what's he going to do when he's older and he sees this image?
For me, I understand where they're coming from, but for us, we're a bit of an unconventional family in all aspects. I want my children to have what my parents gave me, and that's kind of a global perspective. And so they understand why we did this, and really to teach them that they need to stick up for what's right, even if it's hard.
I'm Juju Chang for Nightline in New York.
The controversy continues to all moms out there. Happy Mother's Day.